As flames rage in the foothills, a cloud of smoke looms over the city of trees. Welcome to the news at 10. I'm Jude Binkley. The Valley Fire sparked early this morning east of Boise and has burned thousands of acres. Several neighborhoods are also threatened by the flames. We're bringing you team coverage tonight. Our Rachel Garsoa has the latest on how winds may impact the fire. But first, let's get over to Audrielle Tackett, who's been following the fire throughout the day. Audrielle, what's the latest?
The Valley Fire has been growing throughout the day in southeast Boise. The BLM most recently shared that the Valley Fire is 7,800 acres with 0% containment. Some locations that are still at risk of evacuating are Roby Creek and Wilderness Ranch. The Wilderness Ranch area remains at a level 1 ready evacuation, meaning residents need to be prepared ahead of time for flames that might threaten homes. Council Springs, Trapper Place, and Fox Grove neighborhoods are also in ready evacuation status. Roby Creek is still at level 2, called set evacuation, meaning residents should be packed and prepared to leave at a moment's notice. Bogus Basin also closed their mountain today until further notice, which canceled a major youth biking championship event this weekend.
Safety obviously is very important, especially for when there are student athletes involved, children involved. That's the priority. Not getting to race will be a bummer, but to be trapped on a mountain with a fire is not a great alternative. So,
fire crews first responded to the fire around 4 a.m. this morning. Earlier today, Idaho Power put out a power outage alert to cities of Boise, Idaho City, and Placerville. Some households have had no power since 5 a.m. Idaho Power says power should be back by midnight. Boise Fire Department is doing intentional proactive burns now to help with containment, so you may see flames pick up again from that. As of right now, there are no street closures. Again, the fire is at 0% containment. The status of the fire can be followed fully at ktvb.com. Rachel, we know that the winds were expected to make the fire worse this evening. How are the winds looking right now?
Yeah, still pretty gusty out there, Audrielle, especially as we had that cold front that rolled in right on cue around 7 o'clock. If you were here in the Treasure Valley, you saw those winds whipping up. That Valley Fire had kind of erratic direction shifts throughout the day. The wind this afternoon and evening certainly did not help. So these are our current wind gusts out there right now, already actually subsiding. You can see the gustiest winds where you see the purples and reds here. That's 40 to 50 mile per hour winds. Those are off to the northeast right now. We're still seeing gusts at 30 miles per hour in Twin Falls, nearing that for Ontario and Boise, starting to calm a little bit up in the mountains, but McCall has seen gusts upwards of 40 miles per hour throughout this event this afternoon. So the front is mostly through the Treasure Valley. The cool air has not quite followed yet. We had a very hot day today. That was another component to that fire growth. Everything was so dry out there. We had record heat, in fact, in places like Mountain Home and Twin Falls this afternoon. But the good news is on the wind front, the cold front is passing through as we speak, and as it goes, you'll really start to see these winds overnight tonight die down as we get closer to sunrise. Here's even 5 o'clock, maybe a 9 mile per hour breeze from the 30 to 40 mile per hour gusts we've seen this afternoon. So that certainly is good news. Here are those observed high temperatures. We hit 88 in Boise, that tied a record 91 for Mountain Home and Twin Falls. Your Saturday looking a lot better behind today's cold front. Lots of sunshine and much cooler conditions.
Residents near Warm Lake and Valley County should be ready to evacuate from the goat fire burning east of Cascade. You can see this video, the smoke plume really building throughout the day. The Valley County Sheriff's Office says the winds have caused the wildfire to start moving east. The goat fire has burned more than 28,000 acres and is 41% contained. And moving further north, multiple level 3 go now evacuations have been issued for a fire burning in Latah County, just northeast of Moscow. The 75-acre Wallen fire is threatening the area around Robinson Park. The Latah County Sheriff's Office says everyone who wanted to be evacuated has left. Officials say the fire started around 3 this afternoon and is currently moving south. So far, no structures have been lost, but about 50 are threatened. The Latah County Sheriff's Office has set up an evacuation shelter at the Latah County Fairgrounds for residents who've been displaced.
Currently, the deputies are set up doing roadblocks at this time, keeping residents from coming in and out of the area so the firefighters can be with their equipment and do the work that they need to do to get the fire out.